Second down following the run. On second down, here's Bortles. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Smith now on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On second down, here's Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And a new set of downs here after picking up the... Another run. This time it's Ivory. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Ivory was pretty good against KC, over 100 yards, but did have a critical second-half fumble down near the goal line.
You always like to say, take the good with the bad. but you hate it when the bad outweighs the good. And Chris Ivory played pretty darn well against the Chiefs, but that fumble was so critical and really prevented them from having a chance to win the game.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 4th down, it's the man replacing Brian Anger. This is the former Panther, Brad Nortman, to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Well, kind of interesting for sure. It worked out for them. They only had a yard to go. You know, when you do that fake punt, you're kind of starting back further than you need to when you only have 1 yard.
Yeah, and I guess they felt like that was a true full fake because most of the time with a yard to go, you leave your offense on the field, you run something from your playbook. But here, they gave the full impression they were going to punt it away and picked up the first down. They definitely surprised us.
I was going to say, surprise, surprise.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Julius Thomas. The 20. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, I don't want to bring money into it, but I'm going to. You know what your best contract negotiations are?
Good years.
Production.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mercedes Lewis taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. As Kansas City comes back onto the field, one of those pieces is Knile Davis. And what an interesting saga it's been for Mr. Davis, Mr. Davis.
That it has, and it's hard to believe in some ways because we go back to the playoffs last year against Houston, and then Knile Davis running back a kickoff for a touchdown in a playoff game. And now this season with Kansas City, traded to Green Bay, plays in a couple of games for the Packers, not big in the numbers category. In fact, the trade ended up being rescinded because of those numbers. Then he's on to New York for the Jets for, a few hours before they end up signing C.J. Spiller. And now he's back with the Chiefs after some injuries in that backfield.
Hope he packed lightly. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. A beautiful fake. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Smith on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go. Green, 90.
To throw is Bortles. And some space here. They give him a gain of 38. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. This is Ivory. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On second down, Ivory. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But Spencer Ware, like Alex Smith, missed week 9. Ware's had a pretty good year, 511 yards so far, and just a couple touchdowns, but he's been productive.
And you know, sometimes we fall into stereotypes about players. But to me, he fits being a back out of LSU. Hard running, between the tackles, physical downfield, takes care of the football, and plays with a lot of passion.
Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over game. Ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
There we go now. Left.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Finding time. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll run with Ivory. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On now is Jason Myers, 26 of 30 as a rookie last year. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's got time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it. Back at the closing stages of the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They start on the ground with Ivory. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Julian Demaryius Thomas, 27 yards. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And now here comes Kansas City. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, Charles, I know last night at the hotel we were going over injuries around the league and then looking at the quote-unquote next man up and who has really stepped in to fill some big shoes this year. Who'd you have down?
Well, Cleveland, it hasn't paid off for them yet. The 6 different guys have thrown passes for them so far. They've got to settle on a starter that they really like. How about in Dallas? I think that's the ultimate one right there. Dak Prescott stepping in for Tony Romo. Kansas City's had a carousel of running backs with the injury to Jamal Charles.
And one more in Denver. DeMarcus Ware returned in Week 9, but when he was out, who stepped up?
Shane Ray, their first-round draft pick in 2015. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down following the incompletion. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense. Still second down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again, Smith. Conley's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, Smith. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Smith, ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go now. Green,
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Now 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Forced out to his left. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready.
Bortles now on first down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
23 yards on the play. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Smith on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Defense showing blitz. Second and 10, Smith again. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on third down, Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On the ground, this is Ware. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris from 8 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jay Howard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go now.
On play action, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Telvin Smith from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Bortles now to throw. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
Point people, touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if big play and contain and keep this knotted up. They run it here. Where? And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw, Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Look at press tight end on the corner. It's complete. Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take... and across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They give it to Ivory. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And just a heck of a final drive that you and I just got to witness.
We got to see calm, cool, and collected in action, didn't we? That allowed them to go down the field and score the game-winning points.